I'm sure you guys talked a lot about Kevin Durant yesterday.
We did.
Officially torn Achilles. God, man, this is crazy, too. We talked about this, too. We said, what if he comes back and gets hurt? I didn't think he would come back if there was a risk of it, but there was. He knew it. Give him props for coming back and trying to play, but he's going to be out for a year. The question is, what does he do? Does he take the opt-in and take the $32 million, or does he just go to free agency?
By
and
the
hope
reports that people had yesterday, a couple people were reporting, national reporters, that he's going to get max offers with the torn Achilles.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably will.
He'll be able to pick and choose whatever he wants.
Of course, the team that offers him then has to eat a year of it.
It's a big risk.
Yeah,
I think it's a big risk, but I'm happy to hear that he's going to get plenty of offers.
I mean, he's worth it.
If he's healthy.
If you're the Knicks and you're able to sign Kyrie, let's say, and then you're able to sign Kevin Durant, you don't get him for next year, but you get him the following year, I think it's worth it. Because all of a sudden you're a championship
contender. It's worth
contender.
it if he comes back at 90% plus.
You just don't know what kind of player he's going to be after the surgery.
Right. You just can't assume he's going to be silly like you do generally like an ACL.
Now, he's not this level of player, but Rudy Gay came back in less than a year and was pretty good for the Spurs this year.
Mm-hmm.
Torn Achilles.
Right.
And he's definitely older than KD.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think it's alarming that it seems like the Achilles injury, that's just my perception, is happening to younger players. You know what I mean? I just don't remember it being this prevalent.
He's 30. It's not like he's 22.
Yeah, but I'm dumb. I just think of Achilles injuries as something that happens to guys like in their 40s.
Weekend warriors.
Yeah.
Or close to their 50s, like everybody in this room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting for one of us to blow out our Achilles.
Right.
It's going to happen
to many of my friends.
But
my brother.
But if his Achilles was weakened because of the calf injury, if it had any relation at all.
Oh, I had 100% relation.
Yeah, so it was weak.
The calf tightened up,
it was
and
weak.
then it pulled, that caused that thing to pop.
It was a ticking time bomb.
Right.
But the thing is, if they held him out and 2 months from now or 3 months from now, whenever they start NBA training camp, they started going at it, he might have popped it then.
He might not have, though. You're always vulnerable to it, but if he had let the calf heal 100%, then it might not have seized up. Because what seemed to trigger it was the calf seizing up.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I read somebody
he
that
felt
said,
pressure to play.
I read somebody who was
I think he wanted to play.
a doctor.
Right, but he also probably felt pressure. I mean, they were down 3-1, and he probably felt pressure from the players, from the coaches, obviously from the fans.
Sure.
I'm sure.
The media reports are out there. Is he going to play? Is he not? I mean,
I'm sure, but I don't doubt for 1 second he wanted to be out there.
And
I'm sure he wanted, but he probably knew in his mind he wasn't 100% ready to go.
Oh, he knew he
has
wasn't 100%.
the athletic arrogance to believe, hey, I'm going to kick ass. And guess what? He was kicking ass. He came in there and had 11 points in 12 minutes. It looked like he was going to go off for 40.
Well, I heard Dennis Scott talk about it, and, a professional athlete would know better, I think. And his sort of insight was, KD was just shooting threes.
Right.
But once he got into that flow, he kind of forgot he was hurt again. And then he got hurt when he was really trying to, he tried to explode and really make that move. And, maybe if he had just kind of floated around the perimeter a little more and chilled, could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, I saw that same clip. We were watching that during the break. And I also saw something online from a doctor said the biggest thing in that profession of doctors and orthopedics and sports that they don't really have a firm handle on is what they call load management. And the Nationals with Strasburg, they decided, all right, this is where we're going to draw the line at innings and have a shutdown and sort of like that. But they don't know when it comes to basketball how many minutes. You always hear, well, this guy's played this amount of time.
Well, Beal had those restrictions early on.
Right.
He's now blown past
But it's
them.
kind of speculative. You know what I mean? It's just a guess.
He's big on load management. It's one of his things.
Who, Valdez
Yeah,
is?
he tells him about it all the time.
He tells you about his load management?
Yes.
Yeah,
he has a very strict plan.
It's just a crazy story because we all speculated. All right, is he going to come back too early? It's not worth the risk to re-injure it, especially in his free agent year. And it happened. It's just.
But he did have the fallback of, let's say these teams, and I think you have the story of Bobby Marks, who comes on this show, a guy who was in the NBA front offices now and has become an analyst. He says there are 3 teams that are still interested in Kevin Durant, want to give him the max money. But let's say that those teams didn't exist. He still had the fallback of the $31 or $32 million guaranteed if he just signs his player option.
Right, which is great. Yeah, but
And
it's
it's not a
And the
$280 million.
pressure- and by the way,
whatever.
the pressure thing, yes, he hears everything. You know, we've talked about him going on Instagram and Twitter and having burner accounts and all that sort of thing. It also is his teammate, Klay Thompson, who missed one game. Looked like he could barely walk half the time. Like when you see Klay walking around, but somehow he finds a way to get on the court. Andre Iguodala banged up on the court. So he's got teammates who are putting everything they have out there. And yes, his injury was different. But once he got to the point where he could run around, he thought, hey, these guys are
Right.
risking
He
injury.
felt needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.